Listen to what Jesus said in Luke chapter 16. He said this, no servant, and that's what we are, we're his servants, can serve what? You're familiar with this passage, can serve two masters. Why? Because, hey, one wins, not both. Right? See, the noise, the clutter, the stuff, the activity, the busyness, the wealth, whatever mammon is for you is a rival to God if you allow it to become that. If it crowds out your relationship with Christ, you're serving Jesus, you're spending time in prayer and Bible reading with Jesus, if it controls you too much, it's a rival to God on the throne of your heart. That's the reason Jesus said, don't lay up treasures on earth, but rather lay up treasure where? Heaven. Heaven. In Romans, the Apostle Paul said this. He said, for those who are according to the flesh, referring to those who are not followers of Christ, set their minds where? On the things of the flesh. So I have to have a new outfit. I have to be part of that activity. I have to be part of that group. Because the flesh says if I'm not, I'm nobody. I'm not what I want to be. I'm not what others think I should be. And I don't want to forget God, but I'll make time for God after I fulfill all the wants of the flesh. Once the flesh is satisfied, then God, whatever's left over, okay, God, now you can have that. That's the reason when it comes to tithing and giving, scripturally it's called the first fruits. God comes first. Lordship, God is Lord. And Jesus said one approach to living, or Paul rather wrote there in Romans, one approach to living brings peace and life. The other one doesn't. So what you and I think about and what we focus on matters, the scripture says. You remember what Jesus said in the Sermon on the Mount at the end of chapter 6, Matthew 6, verse 33? He said, seek first what? God's kingdom. And then all these other things referring to the things of the flesh, the activities and stuff that comes second. But what we do is, because the flesh is powerful and the love of all the stuff of life is strong, we invert that. We turn it on its head and we seek all the other stuff first and fit God in if we're not careful.